Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite written Ralph talking to you from our show here, Apple Bites, where we take a bite out of the apple and share it with you. And of course, Paul and I are coming off of Bix this weekend, which is fantastic. Brooklyn Independent Comic Showcase. And Paul, you had fun.
I don't remember anything. I know that Professor C.T. Hoggins was there, but I don't remember me being there.
Ah, you don't remember you being there. Towards the end of the show, I could swear I saw Paul.
That's all right. Yeah, we had a blast. It was great seeing a lot of independent artists and creators. I think this has got to be the largest show of independent comic book creators and writers going ever. It's really cool. Really great show. Turnout.
Dude, yeah, it was fantastic. I love the new location. That warehouse that they used was beautiful, airy, and they put in a lot of people in that space.
Yeah, I mean just the Red Room alone had to be over, I would say, 300 artists. I mean, I was trying to count, but there had to be at least 100 artists. Actually, no, probably like 75 artists per row, and there were 4 rows of just in that one room.
Yeah,
it had 2 side rooms on top of that, so it was a lot of talent there. It was really incredible.
that says a lot right away.
Yeah,
they had there, and they had the next room, they had the next room, they had the next room, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I think the only downside was a lot of people didn't realize that there's a yellow and a red room. So it's actually yellow and blue room, right? The red room was full of people.
Yeah, the red room was right in the middle. It was full with people.
Yep.
It's where everybody was hanging out.
Yeah, no, we saw a lot of people we knew. We had a great time hanging out, meeting up with others. I met a lot of new people that I had no idea who they were, and Rafael introduced them to me. I mean, was it the Mad Scientist guys? They were great, and there was a lot of students, I think, from Art Students League and also NYU that were there exhibiting their work. It was really a great format, I think, to get, essentially individuals who've never done anything like this before an opportunity to do so. So it was great.
If you guys are looking for an independent show, this is the one to be at. A lot of indie creators, a lot of indie comic books. If you love any of that, this is the place to be. I know you bought a bunch of stuff, Paul.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just like supporting the arts, and if I see something that's really unique, I like to pick it up. But yeah, the Law of Mad Science is really cool. Those guys are great. So,
yeah,
and it's really, like I said, it's an opportunity to see something different besides seeing, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Flash on the shelf every week when I go to the comic book store. People are doing a lot of different things, and they're doing some interesting stuff. And it's kind of cool to see what that artwork and stories are.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We've been doing it now for 3 or 4 years. It's just an amazing show.
Yeah, I think this venue was better in some regards only because last year it was so hot. I mean, it was
hot. Yeah.
It was really warm. I felt bad for the exhibitors. I was dressed up in that outfit last year. I couldn't stand it. I had to leave for an hour. It was so hot. But yeah, it was just this is definitely a better atmosphere. I was wider open. There's a lot of space between aisles, which was great, so people could walk by without running into other people. And it's Industry City. I mean, if you want to grab a bite to eat, we went to a restaurant literally less than 2 blocks away. It was great. It was maybe 500 feet away, so it was really good.
And there's so many choices because you have Asian food, you have so many different types of food, which usually you don't have in any of these locations because usually you're limited to like fast food.
Yeah. No, it was. I think it's a great location. I know that Annie Tomo does their show there as well in Japan Village, and
and so does Kaiju Brooklyn, which is at the end of May.
Yeah, Kaiju's coming up, which is exciting. I want to try and get to that one this year. I couldn't do it last year. It was a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun. I mean, people dressed up in, Godzilla or whatever costumes and like destroying little cities. It's really cool. It's a slam fest with guys dressed up in kaiju. It's awesome.
Sounds like a good time.
It's hysterical.
Yo,
that's somebody from our server.
Oh my God! And of course, it started. We're going crazy. I don't know if you guys have entered the fray or joined the fight. The game of tunes, the Blip Blitz, is on, and we've been having fun with this already.
I gotta know how Russ is making these decisions. I don't buy that Indiana Jones lost to Sonic. I don't believe that. agree.
I have to say that because
That's
you
just a
vote,
sign of the times.
yeah, you vote in the stories, and when you saw the numbers, I had to say Sonic had it the whole time.
Oh, stop it!
It was like
It's one
100%.
thing for like sheep to vote. It's another thing for an actual character to trump another ones.
I mean, what are the metrics? You just have to vote because I feel
Yeah,
like Sonic would be
you go
Indiana.
to Game of Tunes and you vote in the stories because in the stories they have the option to vote for which character you like.
Okay.
Okay.
I think right now, hold on, let me see. Right
It's
now
round
we
3.
are.
Raven won round 2, and she beat out Rick, which I don't know.
Well, Raven kicked ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Supreme Commander is going to definitely beat Pete. So
Dwight.
I gotta say, I already voted for Cobra Commander.
Oh, it looks like Dwight. Okay.
I already voted for Cobra Commander. Peter's okay, but he gets on my nerves sometimes.
I guess he could sit on Cobra Commander and beat him out.
Exactly. Cobra. And just to let me see if it'll do it to showcase exactly how the voting happens. You go over here to the stories, and right now there's the winner for that race, and then you vote here, but you can't vote online, which is interesting.
I
So
was just adding a comment. That's why my vote didn't count. Oh God! Damn it!
yeah, you gotta vote on your phone.
Oh, this is too complicated.
Oh, so you didn't even vote in the stories?
I know. I voted for Indiana Jones. I mean, it didn't count. I'm going to talk to Russ about this. This is really.
I thought you voted in the stories. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't know to do that.
That's funny.
I just started fighting for Pete now, so Commander's going down.
I gotta say, Russ does great. These are all his designs when he does this fight, and these are the blip chips. And if you're looking for a character to do, Russ can do the character for you. He's done my Hugbert for me, and it's also a good way because you can put it so that it sends it to if you tap it to your phone, it sends it to your own website or whatever you want to attach it to. So if you have a character, reach out to Russ, and he can do his design for your character and make a one of his blip chip designs.
Just like that one.
Because I love this fight. We always have a lot of fun messing with each other on it. So if you get a chance, I'm gonna take his Instagram and put it in the comment section there, so you guys can go and fight for yourselves. There we go. My computer allows me to do what I wanted to do. Come on.
I am such a newbie when it comes to stuff like this. How do you get to the stories?
You see the Game of Tunes, his logo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you press on it and it'll take you to.
Oh, that's how you get there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Peter, go. Yeah, 50-50. All right, cool.
And the good thing is you can actually see where the fight is going because it'll tell you how many people have voted for who, or at least the percentage.
I'm not seeing round 2. It's only showing the first one.
Yeah, no, so each round happens every day. Each day is a new round, and it happens from 7 to 7. So the next day at 7 o'clock, the new round starts.
Gotcha. Okay.
There you have it, folks. Go check it out. Game of Tunes, fantastic. I think Russ will be at the Cradle Variation, CradleCon in May.
Yep.
So if you guys want to see him in person and check out his blip chips, which are fantastic little devices, I must say. Yeah, I know you have one too, Paul.
Yeah, I showed off Inquisitor. You didn't say anything, so I'll do it again.
Oh, there you go. I didn't see you do it because I was on the other side. Go ahead.
Sorry, there he is. There she is, actually. She's a woman. So.
And it's a fidget toy, a magnet. It's just fantastic.
You kind of.
There it goes. Click,
fun.
click, click.
And it's got an IRF chip in it, so if you want to link a website, you can. So it's kind of cool. This one goes to my Instagram page. It's fun.
It is a lot of fun. And the good thing is, it gives you a swag that you can sell, and at the same time, it's a way for people to find you.
Yeah, it's fun.
And the way he works it out, you can sell it for $10, which is a pretty good deal.
Yep.
Very cool.
Well, Russ is great to work with. He's got a unique cartoon style. You give him a piece of artwork, and he'll style it for you. It's really fun.
I like his style too. I always like to see what his idea of what the character is.
Yep.
All right. So Anne Marie and Jason, you guys are the new guys on here. Everybody else has been here before. So why don't you guys give the people the spiel? Tell them who you are, all the things that you do, and there's a lot of things that you guys do. And I'll try to keep up with you guys.
Kind of a long spiel, but I'll try to keep it short. So we're the Tabletop Society. We call ourselves an event company. We do a lot of different things. Most of it focuses around board games, Dungeons and Dragons, and painting miniatures. So we do events for adults and children. We go to bars for the adults. We bring 200 board games, and we get groups together. We teach board games. We get everyone to play, put their phones down, and just like actually focus, unplug, and interact for the night. And then we go to schools and libraries and camps, and we teach kids how to play, a simplified version of Dungeons and Dragons. We try to get families together and get them interested in board games, and just everyone have a good time. And our newest thing is painting miniatures. We have someone we're working with who's a great teacher, Jimmy from Baby Stapler Miniatures, and we do virtual painting nights and in-person painting nights, and those are D&D miniatures and Warhammer miniatures and all sorts of stuff. So basically we focus on events that kind of bring people together and, not just doom scrolling on your phone.
What do you guys usually hold the event? Yeah.
So we're in Bethpage. We don't have a storefront,
Okay.
but we go over all over Long Island, mostly in Nassau and Western Suffolk. So
Great.
we do events at Hicksville Library, Plain Edge Library. We're going to be at the Merrick Library soon.
Nice.
And last week we were at Great South Bay Brewery in Bayshore. So we kind of pop up all over the place.
I thought some of these pictures look familiar. I like the South Bay Brewery. It's an amazing place. We usually do the indie art show there with Pete and Fat Guy Inc., which are fantastic.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's a great space.
I have a question. What age group that you normally do at these libraries? Like,
Yeah.
is it
We have
just
a couple of
teenagers or?
different- we have different types of programs. Right now, we have an adult D&D program at Plain Edge Library. We're also doing kids events at the Merrick Library, I believe.
Which is going to be ages like 6 to 10. That's going to be our simplified version of D&D that Jason wrote called Everbright. And then we do a lot of actual private birthday parties for kids like 12, 13, 14. That's been super popular lately. And that's just regular D&D, but like a little streamlined for them.
Yeah.
So
and as far as our board games are concerned too, is we have what library is it?
at Hicksville.
Hicksville Library. We have like a family board game events, and then we also have, like you mentioned before, at the Great South Bay Brewery in Bayshore. We call it Board Games and Brews. So it's a 21 and up. We have events ranging from 6-year-olds to like 99-year-olds.
Yeah, just like we were at the All Kids Fair this past weekend, and we were teaching Everbright, our D&D program, to kids, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got a little bit of something for everyone, or at least we try to.
I gotta say, it's a broad field that you have there. You got some drinking, you got some kid stuff, you got some. It looks like you guys really tried.
Well, we made this company because our kids started to get really into board games and D&D. We taught our kids D&D from the ages of 4 years old, I believe.
Yeah, they were 4 years old, I think, when they got their first set of dice, and we started playing like D&D and D, which is Dungeons and Dragons and Dinner. And,
I like that one. I want Dungeons and Dragons and Dinner.
We're like, if you
sounds
don't take a
great.
bite of your food, the dragon's going to win the battle.
Yeah.
So,
Just roll a d20.
yeah.
Sometimes we solve who's going to take a shower first by rolling a d20.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea.
Gotta listen to the dice. It wasn't our fault.
Roll for
No.
initiative.
Exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
you rolled the 7, so put your dice in dice jail. I don't know what to tell you.
If your dice gave you trouble, you take it up with your dice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like I know I saw you guys at tabletop. I was gonna go over and talk to you, But I was like, I feel like this needs to be put on a show because I don't think it would have done justice to do like a small little interview with you there at Tabletop.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We saw you going around and talking to people at Tabletop, and we were kind of waiting for you to come over and talk to us.
Dude,
and when you did it, we were a little sad.
It was so funny because I'm talking to Shadow because he was right in front of you. I'm like, dude, I don't think if I go over there because I had passed by a couple times and I had seen all the stuff that you do, and like this is not gonna work because we try to keep the interviews at the convention like to 2 to 3 minutes, and I was like, this needs more, and I've gotten good at figuring out when an interview needs more than just the 2 or 3 minutes. And when I'm using my phone, I try not to go with the 10-minute interviews because then all hell breaks loose.
Understood.
So I was like, I'm just gonna get him on the show, and that's what I did as soon as I think I reached out to you guys while I was there.
Oh yeah. It wasn't because I think that night you saw the message.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we were like,
Yeah,
oh,
I was sitting there with Shadow going, let me just talk to them now. That way, nothing happens. Yeah, and I was right though because you guys I feel like we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg here. On all the stuff that you guys do. Yeah.
April and May we've had more events than we've ever had. We just fundraiser for Best Buddies. We raised a lot of money for them, and that was a good event. We're having, like I mentioned, we're having a lot of kid events, adult events, everybody in between.
Yeah, we had a lot of things kind of in the works for a while, and then everything came together at once. So yeah, April and May just became packed. We're like, oops.
I actually feel you.
There goes our free time.
April and May has been crazy for me.
We're getting somebody in the comment section saying that they're our intern. That's Maria.
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah. So actually, one of the things we also have is we have a Discord server for the local D&D and board game nerds like us. And so Italian Jester in the comments is one of our friends we've made from the Discord.
I gotta say, it's gotten because I've made a lot of friends going to these conventions and talking to people on the show, and it gets interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people on our Discord.
Yep.
We've created like a close-knit community, and that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you guys are out there trying to get this on multiple levels because most people, what they do is they pick something, whether it's just the kids or it's just the adults or just a certain type of geek or just a certain type of game. But I feel like you guys, you guys live up to your name, because it's, you're a society. You're not just, yeah.
Well, anything to kind of get the word out there, because there's like a whole untapped section out there where people don't realize how involved board games are. So when people think of board games, what do you think of? Monopoly, Sorry, all those other types of games. But there's such a larger group of games out there that people don't even know about. So
do you guys think with the whole digital barrage and kids on their phone like 99% of the time, is it a challenge to get them involved with something like this? I mean, I grew up with it. I loved it. I got my kids involved. They loved it, but is it challenging for you guys to get the kids to break away from their screens?
It's kind of refreshing actually, because a lot our kids, for example, our son was always about video games. But once we started introducing more and more board games, I think that he likes board games better than video games at this point.
Yeah, active learning. It's great. You're actually using your imagination as opposed to being fed dribble.
Yep. It's more interactive. You're able to kind of bounce around and do your own thing. And
yeah, I mean, you're sitting at a table and you're actually sitting across from someone. Not maybe sitting next to them and everyone's looking at a screen playing a video game. And believe me, we love our video games too. But you're still sitting around the table playing a board game. You're actually looking at each other. You're actually interacting. You're using your brain in a different way. You're being creative. It's just something totally different that I think kids don't get enough of these days.
Yesterday when I was running sessions for Everbright, it's like a D&D adjacent type system. You should have seen the joy in these kids' faces when they're able to kind of do what they want to do in, this role-playing session.
Yeah. We give them character sheets that have their special abilities, but that's just a starting off point. So these kids came in, and some of them had never played a role-playing game before. They were like, oh, this looks interesting. Let's come in and do your class. And they would kind of read it, and they would Jason was DMing the session, and I was going around helping, and they would look at us and they would say, like, oh, I don't know what to do. What ability should I do? And we're like, just what do you want to do? Like, this tree is kidnapping the king away from the Mushroom Kingdom. What do you do? Just tell us, and like describe it. Like, oh, you're casting a spell. Like, tell us what color the spell is. Like, don't look at your character sheet. Just like, how are you envisioning it in your head? And they have so much fun with that, and they come up with some really crazy things.
Absolutely,
we love it.
Reminds me of like when my daughter was 5 years old and really got into it, and she was like, and I pick up my sword and I point at the bad guy and I say, hey, you, what are you doing? And like, she got so into it.
It was amazing. We all just stopped and stared like, whoa, like this little 5-year-old girl is fierce.
That's always that moment when you go, where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly.
And we all I've been playing D&D for a long time, and I can tell people that it always happens, even if whether it's kids or friends or something, somebody's gonna surprise you.
Yeah. Kids' imaginations.
Yeah.
Actually, anyone who's come to our table, I love the private parties we do, even for adults. So we had a group recently. It was 7 people, I think, all in their late 20s, early 30s, and 1 or 2 of them had played D&D before, a long time ago, and the other ones were just newcomers. They kind of knew what RPGs were about, but hadn't played D&D. So, we gave them their character sheets. We went through everything. And, at the beginning, everyone's really hesitant and they don't know how to like talk to the other characters. And by the end, like they were so into it, especially the one guy who was playing the bard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He got so creative with his spells. Like he just really got into it and he nailed it. And that was the one that shocked us.
Yeah. People love to speak with animals too. They befriended a cow named Bessie.
Oh yeah, the cow named Bessie.
They tied up a bad guy to the bed.
to Bessie.
To Bessie.
Yeah. It was...
Now that we're talking about all this, and since we have Kelly here and he's in charge of one of the libraries, or he helps out with one of the libraries. What's the title? Helps out?
Helper outer.
I'm the Lord King of the library. You shall not pass.
And that's where I'm going.
Burn that book.
That's where I'm going with this. So how does a person, because I know the library has a lot of resources, and I've talked to you a bunch of times on all the stuff that you guys do. How does a person go to a library and go, I have this idea? How does that work?
Who's that question for?
Well, let's say our friends from Tabletop Society want to go in and they want to do something at the convention, at the library. They want to do a program, they want to do something. How does this work out? Because I know there's a lot of
I work in public relations and programming for the East Meadow Public Library. Basically, my full title really is that I am the promoter and also social media person, and that's at the library, graphic artist as well. So that's usually is my title. Right. I do all the promotions and advertisements, the newsletter, the prints, things of that nature. To answer your question, mainly is that you talk to the programmer. Tammy Bianco is our program head. Shout out to Tammy Bianco. You'll talk to the program head of that department, and then you just pretty much propose your idea. It could be in person or via email, or things of that nature. And if the idea works out, yeah, why not? We could work with it, especially if the price is right.
I gotta say, because I feel like people don't use libraries as the resource they should use it as.
Oh, you'll be very surprised. I mean, not all libraries, but I have to tell you, our library is like always pretty much packed. We have people coming in.
What I like about your library, yeah.
People will be like, "What's going on? Are you guys giving away free money or what?" The parking lot is packed. I mean, just the other day, yesterday, Sunday, we have a Sunday concert series, and we had this band called the Day Trippers. They're a Beatles tribute band.
Oh yeah.
I have to say, the line to the community room was out the door. It was insane. I'm there yelling at people, please get in the line. If you have not checked in, go to check in and whatnot, and stay straight, step back, don't run me over. Everybody's going to get a seat. It's insane, But yeah. I mean, everybody take full advantage of the library, which they should. They have some great programs and great opportunities that anyone, especially if you're retired or just a teenager to a young adult to an adult, really, you can pretty much come in for great free programming. Tonight we actually have a book discussion going on right now. If you read books and you love books, you can meet other people that love to read with you and discuss books, stories, and whatever the main book title is of that night. Or if you're into politics, we have this guy named James Cole who's into it. He talks about the Constitution and all these kind of things. He gets much praise. Or if you just like to laugh, we have Mark Breyer and his gang of comedians. They come in on the last Monday of every month. He comes in, say a couple of jokes, you say your ha-has, and you get out the door. But yeah, so I mean, and then look at this, and then this Sunday, I mean, excuse me, not this Sunday, this weekend, we're having a 2 day. We're the only library out there that does a 2 day event this big at the local library at Nassau and Suffolk County. We're the only library that does this, and we've been doing this long running. This will be our 16th year.
Whew.
That's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome.
That is
Yes.
awesome.
But I don't know. It's just something that was placed upon me because I always go to the New York Comic Con. Me being an artist myself, I'm in the convention artist alley circuit, and I go to a lot of these kind of events. So one of the young adult librarians came to me and asked me if we ran a convention here at the library, would you have any ideas how we can run it? And I say, do I? And then when I gave in my proposal, she said, like, we don't have the budget for that. Get out of here. Get out of here.
He said, "You
So
want?"
I went. So I went to my program head, Jude Shanzer. Shout out to Jude, and I gave her my idea, and she says, "This is workable. Let's do it." So so I mean, each department does have different budgets. So in our department, our budget a little bit bigger than the young adult, the children's. So it was workable. Mainly the first convention we did back in 2011. It was mainly just that it was artists invited, and they will do like a presentation of what they do. Like we had Rebecca Friedman, who is an animator. We had Joe Leota, who's also an artist, and he does presentations about the folklore of ninjas.
Right.
And then we had somebody come in and do Tai Chi, and that was what we ran on at first, and then we had a cosplay contest at the end. So it was pretty simple but effective. If we hit a target audience that hit very well and was so successful, we decided to do it annually. And not only that, the first year was only on 1 day. We decided to do it 2 days. Not my idea, but we decided to do 2 days. So that's that. Let's go for it.
I think it's funny that it wasn't your idea.
I didn't think we would go that far, but hey, again, shout out to Jude. She said that we can run it for 2 days. I mean, normally we do like a concert on Sunday, so it kind of
Yeah.
makes sense. So instead of coming on Saturday and doing a long line of programming, we can include like a nice special performance on Sunday and
Which is
still
what you
go
usually
in
do.
that.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it makes sense. So I was like, yeah, let's go for it.
I think it's amazing what all the stuff that you guys do. Like you guys even got Mark Torres from It Came from the Radio, who does his live show from there.
It's funny that when I met Mark, I think I met Mark at Big AppleCon,
Makes
and
sense.
this was years. I talk about maybe 2007, 2008 when I met him. He had a table out there and he was promoting his comic book, and so I got his card, and the library offered me a chance to do an art gallery, of my artwork. So I said, sure. I mean, why not? So I emailed all these people. I remember I had Mark Torres's card, and I emailed him, and then he came to the art show, and then that's when our relationship blew, and it was all gravy after that. And then he told me about his radio show, and he asked me if I wanted to come by and talk about MCon. I think it was the second year we were doing MCon, and so yeah, it's been that long. 2012. Yeah. So thank you, Mark. And I called him my agent, my agent promoter.
Dude, I gotta say, Mark is a big friend of ours as well. If it wasn't for Mark, Bitten Apple wouldn't be where it is today. Because Mark was the one that helped us out in the beginning, because we became his video branch of It Came From the Radio, and we were like in conjunction with It Came From the Radio, and we started doing all the interviews, and then he would put them up on It Came From the Radio. Uh, he's just an amazing guy.
Yeah, indeed. So, April 25th and the 26th, it's going to be our event, and we're going to have oodles and oodles of artists and vendors there, and we're going to have some great program panels. If you're a cosplayer, this is going to be the place you would like to come in. We're going to have Rizuki cosplay come in. She's going to be doing a cosplay panel about basically how to start your own cosplay group, and that's going to be, I believe, at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to have Sir Julius, uh, great cosplayer. When I met him at Eternal Con a few years back, and I saw his craft, I said, "You're going to go places," and it was true. This man is being seen all around the world, and their mama going to these other conventions, and he's showing off his craft. He does like a lot of 3D costuming accessories, and he's going to be coming in showing his stuff once again at MCon, showing you how you can integrate 3D into your cosplay, and that's going to be at 2:15. And that's not only it. We're going to have so much more. Before all that, at 12 o'clock, my trump card, we're going to have Leslie Cara Rudolph. If you don't know who that is, maybe you'll know Abby from Sesame Street,
That's cool.
the purple fairy that hang out with Elmo all the time. She's going to be at MCon Saturday only. You get to meet and greet her. She's going to be on a King from the Radio from MCon at 12 o'clock, where Mark Torres will be interviewing her. And then afterwards, all the kids can go and meet and greet. We talk to her, and it's going to be a great, great time for everybody, for all ages, all times.
I got a question, Kelly. I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Uh-oh.
So the first administrator from the library said no, you're not going to do this event. Is that what you're saying? This event?
Well, no, no. It was the young adult librarian. So you
Ah,
see, the library
Okay.
has different departments, and each department has different budgets. So young adult, which is teens only, they have a certain amount of money to do certain programs, and children's have certain amount of money to do children's programs. And
right,
then where I'm at, we do overall mostly adult programming, but we do a lot of family programming as well.
right.
So if we wanted to do something like have like who's one of our players? I'll say like this concert. We have this guy who plays in there. It does for all families, whatnot. So we'll have it all for everyone to enjoy his music. That's all ages. So unfortunately, she couldn't handle what I was offering because the budget wasn't there. But Drew Chancer, she was able to offer the budget, and she made it a thing to make it a live thing to happen, and still ongoing to this day.
Amazing. And Jude is amazing.
As
I've
she
met
is,
her multiple times. Great person.
yes. And also on that day on Saturday, we also will be having Brimstone. If you know him,
Brimstone.
that's right. He's going to be there on not just Sunday, because he does Sundays. He actually came to me and he said, Kel, I'm going to come in on both days. And I'm like,
Whoa.
oh, wow,
Love it.
really? You really want to come to MCon, the East of the Library for both days? He's like, yeah, I want to come, and then they go ahead and represent and meet my fans out there. I'm like, okay, all right, let's do this. So he's gonna be there on both days. You get to hang out with Brimstone, and then he's gonna be co-hosting with me as always. Usually, he got on Sunday with the main event cosplay event. That's gonna be on Sunday. But I'm not done there yet, folks. If you love video gaming, if you love speed challenge, and if you love tournaments, if you want to win prizes, or just like to show up your skills and be number one, we're going to have MT Summit. They're going to be out there on Saturday from, I believe, 12 to 4:30. They're going to be doing tournaments throughout the day. And basically, also on Sunday, they're going to be doing more tournaments throughout the day between 1 to 4:30. just to let you guys know that the library hours is still short than normal during the week.
Hmm.
So the library opens at 9, but the event starts at 10 o'clock
Yep.
on Saturday. And the library opens at 1 o'clock on Sundays, normally from 1 to 5.
Yep.
So just keep that in mind. If you show up at, at 9 o'clock on Sunday, nobody's going to be there. No one's going to be there. But just to give you a little taste of what's going on at the game tournament, for those who love gaming, we're going to have a few things there. On Saturday, we're going to have the Smash Bros. Ultimate and
Ooh.
Guilty Gear Strive, and also Beat the Champ at Pokken Tournament DX. That's going to be on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're going to have Dragon Ball Fighter Z and also Bleach: The Rebirth of Souls. Now, that title alone, I don't know if that doesn't give you goosebumps. I don't know what will. And then of course they'll have their free play for those who just don't want to just challenge. They just want to just casual play. They'll definitely have the remainder games like Sonic Racing, Tekken 8, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And if video games is not your forte, just for you guys who like tabletop games, you know what I'm talking about. You, Rampage,
Ooh.
yes. We're going to have a Eternal Tabletop. This is going to be their first year at MCon. They were introduced to me through MT Summit that's doing the video gaming. They propose like they have the people that's doing tabletop games that they want to come to MCon. So I'm gonna reserve them a table to come in to try out the games. What are the games? I don't know. It's a mystery. Come through and find out on your own.
Sounds cool. You had
It
me
does
at
sound
Mario
cool.
Kart, though.
What's that? Would I have you?
You had me at Mario Kart.
Oh, there you go. Most people would say Smash Bros. I think is that still a thing? Everybody still loves Smash Bros, huh?
I think
Yeah.
people still like Smash Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Smash
And
Brothers is big.
I'm not done yet there, Ralph. Oh my God, it's just like it's just so much stuff
Oh,
going on at
Wait, there's
MCon.
more.
There's more. My head is about to crack open. All right, so on Saturday at 1:30, we're going to have Robin Channing, the mentalist, the mind bender. He's going to be performing at the library at 1:30. If you want to see this man bend silver spoons with his mind, I mean, literally, I was there personally to see him perform. He would look at the spoon and then he just make it bend down just with his mind alone. And it just makes your mind just go crazy. So he's gonna be there on Saturday at 1:30, and it's gonna be a grand old time. You're gonna sit there with your mouth wide open, eyes bugged out, wondering what did I just saw just now? This is insane. Okay.
I
Anyway,
personally, I saw Robin at CradleCon last year. I had no
yes.
idea how he was doing the stuff he was doing. It was amazing. I was like looking around his hand. I was trying to figure out, okay, what are you doing here, man? It's making me, realize this is real. It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
It's really cool.
Exactly.
Guy's
So
brilliant.
yeah, so he's gonna be coming out there on Saturday only. All right, he's not gonna be performing on Sunday. And after that, we're gonna have our kids junior cosplay contest. That's gonna be from ages 7 to 11, and they're gonna go ahead and compete to be number one once again, showing off their costumes in front of a live studio audience. This is insane. These kids are so brave. Oh my God. So they're gonna come out there and then they're gonna see who's gonna be the winner of this year 2026 for the kids cosplay contest. Prizes donated from variations of artists that's in our vendor and artist alley room. Also Will Eisner and also Comic Book Depot from Wantor and Jerusalem, and prizes from Viz Media. Oh wow, this is a lot. So there's gonna be some good stuff going on for the kids cosplay, and not only that, we're going to have cosplayers. We're going to have Kaiwi Kiwi and her cosplayers. They're going to be coming in as K-pop demon hunters. We're going to have a nice little intermission. They're going to come in. We're going to have K-pop demon hunters singing. You know what I mean? It's just going to be insane. It's going to be wonderful, and then everybody's going to enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? So if you like K-pop, come through to see this event. You're going to blow your mind. You're going to enjoy this. That's it. Well, no, actually, there's more, Ref.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
sorry, but
I know
I
there's
didn't
more.
get the Sunday. I didn't get the Sunday.
No, that
I
was
didn't
just the
get
first quarter of
Yeah.
First hour.
it.
Well, hey, anyway, I say all this, but I also want to say is that support your local artists. We're going to have a lot of variations of great artists coming through. They're going to be hanging out all day today at the library. We're going to have such like a lovely, great time.
You
We're
mentioned
going to
you were an
have
artist, right?
what's that?
What kind of art do you do? I know that you mentioned earlier that you were an artist. I was just curious what kind of
Well,
art
you
do you
can
do?
look me up, and
Good
for those
question.
who want to find me, you can look me up at on 90 Day Anime Studios.
Oh,
I'm more anime influenced. Like that's pretty much the reason why MCon is more like anime fest. So I draw a lot of anime characters and plus my own.
very nice.
Basically, I have a few comic books under my belt. Not many as I would like to, but I do drawings and I also do basically. Um, classes for kids. I showed them how to do drawings, comic book drawing, anime drawing. Not only that, I also do crafts. Me and my wife, our artist name is Mikhail Supreme, and her name is Jay Scribble. Shout out to Jay. All right, and we both do crafts. I do dioramas where I use like little figurines from anime characters
That's
and
cool.
make a nice little diorama out of them. And then she does bead art. So you can always look up our craft on Diorama Bit World on our Etsy store, and also you can see some of our stuff on my Instagram on 90 Day Anime.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah. So I'm like all over the place.
Are you going to be doing CradleCon again, Kelly? Because that's where I
I
met you
will
last year.
I will be there at CradleCon. Shout out to CradleCon. They were very nice enough once again to give us tickets. Sunday showing only. They gave us tickets to give as
Oh,
prizes
Oh,
for
nice.
our cosplay contest. So, if you win at the cosplay contest on Sunday, you'll be able to go to CradleCon. I was gonna say MCon, but I got it on my brain. Go to CradleCon and compete there as well. Why not? Go for it. Show off your skills.
Awesome.
What I was going to say here. So not only that, I'm going to have like Frank, the Dark Lords, Frank Despiano.
yep.
He's
That's
going to be
Stefano.
there,
Hmm.
right? He's going to be at MCon this year. He's going to. I just saw that he won an award.
Oh, he
Uh,
did. Yeah.
yeah, he just won an award for the International Impact Book Awards for March 2026.
Right.
So he's gonna be showing that off, I'm sure. He's gonna probably have it like the little Oscars, like kissing it, showing it off. And then we're also having Francis Bonnet. He does, if you like Archie Digest books and also the fairy tale book that he works on, you know what I'm talking about, right, Ralph?
Yep.
Suburban Fairy Tales.
Yep.
That's
Suburban
right.
Fairy Tales.
He's gonna be at MCon, and we're also having Carl Palino. Am I
Yep.
pronouncing
Carl
his name right?
Paulino. Yeah, the guy from the beautiful
Celebrity
MCU,
Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch. Yep.
Yes, and he's also an author of his own comic book there as well. So
Yes, he is.
not only I have artists, I have authors there too, and they're going to be at MCon on both days, and we're going to have a full variety of artists that's going to be there. Pete from Fat Guys Inc., Brendan from Fat Guys Inc., SP Mask. He's also a veteran at our convention. We're also going to give also Hudson Chanwin. He's going to be there. These are veteran names that I'm shouting out to them. They're going to have their artwork there, and I'm having a few new people out there. And you guys going to have a grand old time. Please support your local artists.
Yeah, MCon is amazing, folks. I love going every year. It's and I love library cons because it kind of brings you home to a place where we should be in the first place.
Indeed, it's a nice safe space where you
Yep.
can basically, if you're into this kind of culture, you can geek out like we geek out here sometimes. You get to
Hmm.
geek out, talk to among your peers about certain things, certain stories, certain movies. Or if you're a writer, you can meet authors and find out the skills of how you get into that kind of writing skills level. If you're an artist, you can talk to other artists, network, or if you're looking for an artist, you can talk to them and see if they could do work for you in the future or whatever the case may be. We have a little bit of everything for everybody there. And it's a beautiful thing. And also cosplayers. If you're into cosplaying, you get to talk to Rizuki or Sir Julius or
Oh
Kyrie
yeah.
Kiwi. You can talk to them and then find out how you can perfect your craft. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah, that I was on in a magazine, Genki Life. Yeah, shout out to them. They had me be able to promote MCon in their digital magazine. I love it. And not only that, we have our main event, two main events on Sunday. We're having our cosplay contest, which this year, we're going to do it a little bit different. Normally, we have like best in show, best indie, independent costume, meaning if it's your own creation, nothing that's really like published out there. And we also do skits. This year, I'm probably gonna get shouted out a little bit. They're gonna get sad, but we're not doing it this time. We're only doing the kids, teens, and young adults. So the teens is from basically 13 to 17, and then the young adults is 18 plus. Because I find that basically, we have a lot of veteran cosplayers that come in like since they were like teenagers, and they still come in and represent.
Yeah.
I kind of have a feeling that it's not really fair to have like a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old or 15-year-old going up against someone in their
The one who's been doing
early
it for a while.
20s.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? So I didn't find that was fair. So I kind of cut that up. So we're gonna have our teen category and we're gonna have our young adult category. Judging is gonna take place downstairs from once the library opens on Sunday at 1 o'clock. You're gonna meet our three judges, which is Rizuki, Kaiwi, and Sir Julius. They're gonna talk to you, look at your craft, and then we're gonna do judgment at I believe at 3:45 after our next main event. We're going to have an anime concert with Eternal Hoshi. Eternal Hoshi, I've been checking out their page on Instagram, and they play a little bit of rock and heavy metal mixed in with some anime lore and vibes. They play some anime soundtracks. They're going to come in and rock the show. It's going to be a nice little headbang for everybody to enjoy. And then we're going to announce the winners to the cosplay contest. And then get everybody out, and I have to do the sweeping at the end of the day. I gotta like clean up the library.
Yeah, you're a man of all trades there, man. Okay, get out, man. We're sweeping you out.
I gotta sweep too, and then clean the bathrooms. I do it all.
Folks, MCon's amazing. Go check it out. It's free. Did we say it's free? One more time.
It's free.
Free. It is free, folks. So if you want to go someplace and enjoy the day and it's family friendly, go to MCon.
Yes, you can go to our website at www.eastmeadow.info. Check out our event calendar and go click on the date of, which will be the 25th and 26th. You can see our schedule. Some programs you do have to register for, like Robin Channing and Eternal Hoshi and some of the panels. But do not fret. If we have room available, we'll definitely let you get in and whatnot. And but you can register today. Go on our website. Do it now. Why not? Save the spot. And then also, if you have more questions or if you just want to like follow us on our Facebook page, just type in EMCON Anime Fest on Facebook. Again, EM East Meadow Con Anime Fest, and then look for our Facebook page and then just follow us. I get a lot of people always messaging the page asking about how I can join in on your artist alley for next year or things of that nature. Just follow us. I do announcements. I put it on the page. Just look for us, and then you'll be able to know when the next time we're going to have another event.
Kelly, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I love that like you bring together local artists. Do you ever highlight like local board game creators at MCon?
It's funny. I've been approached a few times for people who have like, oh, I have this card game or I have this tabletop game I want to come and promote. I don't know what happened. They usually get lost in the sauce, and they don't,
They don't follow through.
they don't follow through. Maybe they found a better opportunity somewhere else, or
Yeah.
maybe it's just whatever the case may be. It could be
Yep.
anything under the sun. So I wouldn't mind that if they want to come in and want to like promote their tabletop games. I love indie people.
Yeah.
Come in and show something brand new. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People get to check it out. Why not? you should learn about these things at the library. So
we
yeah,
have
I mean,
we have a good crew that we sometimes do things with. It's the LI Creators Game Club. So they create their own games. They actually meet every Tuesday in Franklin Square.
To play test games and
At the Bruise Brothers. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going there tomorrow, but
mm,
it's a crew of like 15 people or so, and people bring their games and they test play everything.
Yeah. So actually,
it's pretty cool.
one of our upcoming events that we have, not to compete with MCon, but we have an event on Sunday too.
Board games and no, sorry.
Oh wait,
Bards
no,
and
that's a
Bingo.
different one. Bards and Bingo. Actually, no, wait, I'm getting my events confused. So we have Bards and Bingo this weekend, but I was thinking of Laura.
Yes, you're.
So we have an event at Manny's Sweet Treats in Mineola where we're spotlighting Laura Irwin's game Potions Please, which is a game that like me and my kids are obsessed with. But it's a really cute card game about like trying to compete to be the head witch. So we have this event that we're starting there called Tabletop for Two. So the idea is like you buy a ticket and it's an experience for two people. So the one for May is inspired by like Mother's Day. So it's a cute thing for like a mom and a daughter to go do. And you actually get to meet Laura. She'll tell you about the game. We'll help teach you the game. And you get to share a milkshake. And if you've been to Manny's Sweet Treats in Mineola, you know that everything there on the menu is amazing. So that's we like to highlight like the local creators that we know, the indie folk.
Yeah.
I wish I knew about this. It's great. I have
Now
a
you
con
do.
booked
Go buy a
otherwise. I would. I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Nice.
that's in a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
sorry, I misspoke. Bards and Bingo is this weekend. Which is,
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, which is a different thing of our
Something that we're
creation.
trying new. Yeah.
Yeah, another new event. It's basically story bingo, but mixed with a D&D campaign. So we'll be telling a D&D style story, and then elements of the story will be what you have to choose for bingo. So like if you're familiar with D&D and like the usual tropes, it's like, oh, the door was a mimic. And if you have that on your bingo card, you cross it off. Or the bard flirts with someone, cross it off. But a way to play D&D with like more than just 6 people.
I see it.
sitting at the table,
You put
can
the
play with
staple stuff on the bingo card and then see if it happens or not.
Yeah. So,
That's amazing. Okay.
yeah, D&D is still huge. I mean,
So big.
D&D is very popular. Yeah.
yeah.
This is B&B.
Yeah, Bards and Bingo, B&B. We like our
Or is it
alliteration.
Bingo? Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoken. I thought they were.
I'm just messing around.
No. He's just pulling your leg.
Oh,
Because it's Bards and Bingo, B&B.
Yeah. So Vaughn, who's just come in, has his own book, but I'll let Vaughn talk about all that stuff. Go for it, Vaughn.
Yeah. So this is fun. So I've been just doing my thing. Oh my god, dude, it's like a light with me. At this point, between the conventions and then back to the live streams, and then to anyway. So this is my comic book series Phenomenova. It's a superhero story set 20 years after World War III and follows a brand new generation of heroes. I've been hitting the convention scene like crazy. I was just at an anime con in Garden State Anime Fest.
Yeah, this weekend.
And then this upcoming weekend, because I'm like exploring options, I'm going to Level Up Expo in Vegas, which is a gaming convention. My thought process
trying to level up, huh?
I get that. That would be. I'm disappointed that I never came up with that myself. I'm very disappointed. I am leveling up. This
Yes,
is
you are.
Yeah. I mean, I've been going like crazy with cons. I just did a whole road trip. I'm gonna do another at the end of next month / into the beginning of June. It's been great. And I've been really enjoying it.
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
You got some good covers, man. Oof.
Yeah, so Vken Marion is a fan of the series, a friend of mine. We're both Final Fantasy VII nerds. Actually, I have it downstairs because I was packing, but he drew Cloud in my sketchbook, which is really cool.
Awesome.
But everyone loved this cover so much that I was like, all right, you want a holofoil? And everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, you guys would have to pay? And he's like, sure. I'm like, well, I like money.
Vibes.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to because that's not the final look of it, which I do specify. But it's like, yeah, that's it. It's gonna basically look like that. I just kind of had like a mock-up of it done. It'll probably look even cooler than that when it's printed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I always find that these type of books look better in person than do on
But
video.
yeah, so we have that, and then you saw that Uncanny X-Men 176 homage. And that was because there was a moment where they're fighting like a tentacle. So I've been reading a lot of Lovecraft, and I was revising issue 4, and I was like, well, there should be a robot fight because 3 they really go hard in the action. I was like, well, I'm gonna level up my action. It inspired me to make my issue 4, which is already written, better. And now it's like a great issue, I think. And there was a robot, and I was like, let's make it not the generic Sentinel or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, I've been reading Lovecraft lately. Let's throw some tentacles in there. And then I was like, wait a minute. And I referenced that image in the script at one point. I go, all right, no, that's going to be a cover too. So that was fun.
Great job. You always knock it out of the park with the covers.
And then we got one more that was the 48-hour cover.
You said Lovecraft, so we had to go get the Cthulhu.
Oh, nice. So, yeah.
You had to share the love.
I love anything Lovecraft.
I love that first cover.
Oh my God. Whew.
Yeah, that was a rejected thumbnail for issue 3, and I was like, let's save that for 4. What's funny, there were 2 different thumbnails for 3 that I didn't think fit the vibe, both of which one of them was for that I used for 4, and the other I said, let's save that for 5. So that saved us some trouble. But it was 3. I was like, let's show them in the heat of battle. And then 4 is everyone's coming together. That's when we can do this montage cover because all these characters are in issue 3, but it's not focused on like half of these characters. So I said, let's focus on the ones that are central to 3 and throw some villains on there. And then 4, now that 4 is mostly focused on the heroes and everyone's finally coming together, it felt like the perfect time.
I'm curious, and stop me if you don't want to share. But can you give me like a little brief introduction to these characters?
Oh, absolutely. And there is a 4th or a final cover, by the way. That was the 48 hour.
Yeah, go ahead.
But if you back all of the covers, you get that last one. I don't know if you don't want to show that on stream, you don't have to. It's cake on the cover. Anyway, so that was so I wasn't sure if that was why. So if that's the case, don't even worry about showing it. There we go. Actually, it was originally worse, and I told my colors, I'm like, because he was like drew with like less. I'm like, make the underwear bigger, dude. This is an all ages book, all right. Like Psylocke levels that we're going for. We're not going beyond that, all right. But so this was the 48-hour cover, and if you want it, you'll have to back all the covers, including the holofoil. Anyway,
I like that you do that though. You give an option so that people can do it, but they have to dive in.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, if you really want it. And you missed out on the 48 hours like you were supposed to and give me that boost in the algorithm. Oh, okay, you really missed out? Well, apologize by backing it all. You know what I mean? That's
talk about all together.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the Phenomenova is we follow all those characters. So if we go back up to the cover, that's the back cover if you want to just check that out.
That is the back cover.
I was about to say.
Well, this one right here. I decided to do grace. My first back cover was an homage to Bloodstrike, and then we're kind of like, let's keep doing this grayscale thing. It's working. So all my back covers are always like grayscale.
Yeah.
And
that's good, man.
Yeah. So issue 1. So Phenomenova. If we talk about the characters themselves, I could go through them. Why not? Before we even get to the interiors, because this is one of the fun things is everyone's meeting all these characters now. You've kind of met them all, and now we're bringing them all together. So our protagonist has been Galvanite, who we see running with the lightning. Galvanite has electricity powers and super speed. He was the son of a veteran. Our first issue follows him after he's struck by lightning while holding a mysterious crystal. He gets lightning powers and super speed. And first thing he does is like, I want to be a hero. I want to be like those who fought during the war. So he strikes out to try and stop a heist at a nuclear reactor. And that goes, of course, not well. And he begins his training at the hands of one of the veteran heroes who fought during the war, who we see up there in the corner. That's the Phoenix Senshi. So she is like a super powered ninja. And then from there, he's being trained to join the team called Phenomenova. So they consist of Force. We see front and center. Force can create force fields around himself that are indestructible. And he can use them for offensive and defensive as well as mobility purposes. So he can punch someone with a force field around his hand. They go flying. He can jump by creating force field under his foot and stomping. He can there's all kinds of stuff he could do with his powers. He's kind of the lead. He's like the son of a general. So he's the man in charge of the team. And then we got Estrella. Estrella is like she's deaf and blind, but she has psychometry, which means she can see and hear the world through physical contact by absorbing memories and information through objects she touches. So basically absorbing memories of the world in real time is how she can see and hear. She's also a brilliant detective, and she can psychically, bond the team together when they're in combat. Then we got Thermo. Thermo is who we see toward the bottom. He's basically can control temperature. So his suit glows purple like that. The lines glow purple in its neutral state. Then when he uses heat, they glow red. When he uses cold, it glows blue. We got Hotline, who is the tech support character. And then up in the back, the redhead is Vivacity. So she can absorb solar energy and convert it into concussive force. And she could also do laser eyes, and she could fly when in sunlight.
Pretty cool.
That's amazing. You can see that Vaughn has been inspired by the classic books. He has a classic feel to his storytelling. If you guys love the old X-Men or all those old classic comic books, Phenomenal will be right up your alley, folks.
Yeah, Claremont stuff. I've been diving back into when I have moments, when I'm not drowning myself in work. New Teen Titans, I love that run. So if you like either of those, New Mutants, I pull from a whole bunch of stuff. Spider-Man, especially the Stan Lee stuff. Those are some of my favorites. So there we go. That was the opening splash page, and I liked it so much. I was like, you know what? I'll throw mini prints in case anyone wants it. I already paid for the art. If you want it as a mini print, take it. And then
I got Vaughn's first 3 issues, man. They're awesome.
They are.
Thank you so much.
Testimonial.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I just signed up for number 4. Sorry, I'm late, Vaughn. I wish I could have 48 hours.
No, it's okay. That's the thing. It's almost like I don't want to tell anyone, but it's like a certain point. It's like this is the business. You gotta do your thing. But no, I appreciate every backer. And again, variant covers, they're meant to be. If you get them, you get them. If you don't, you don't. It's the truth is I've always liked my main cover. So I'm always, of course, when I'm like telling people, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you could get the more expensive one. I've always liked my main cover. That's the honest to God truth. There we go. Thank you.
Sick. Oof.
And I will tell you this, guys. If you have any doubts about backing, the interior line art is already done. In fact, I just got art. He's refining it a little bit, but art for issue 5 thumbnail cover, because I always put the cover for the next issue at the back of this. And the better this funds, it's already fully funded. A, we move toward our goal, and B, we move toward our next issue faster.
Yeah.
And I really want to keep the momentum going. 5 is my favorite issue. It's 4 and 5 are different. 4 is probably my most fun issue yet before we dive right into the deep end with 5 and get dark. So, this is exciting. And then there we go. I finally decided with the Superhero HQ, I was like, what's different? I was like, well, what if it's like military base built into like a Malibu kind of style mansion? Because we hadn't really, I kind of show the training rooms in the inside, but we never saw what it looked like outside until this issue. So I'm always expanding my lore with each issue. And then we do have a fan art contest if anyone wants to check that out. I haven't been promoting that nearly enough, and I should.
Looks phenomenal, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay, dude, you do a great job. And folks, I got to tell you this much. He has one of the quickest turnarounds. It is amazing how fast he gets that book into your hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want that return on investment, man. And to me, it's never fast enough. But I'm very grateful at the end of the day for all of it.
And of course, he always does a great video. So let's go to the videotape here and show off what he's done for this one. Let's see.
My name is Miles Hanksley. I am Galvanite. My names are synonymous with failure because that's all they know. They don't know how hard I've worked since the reactor. Today, I will prove that I'm not a failure. I am worthy of joining Phenomenova.
Like I said, always a top-notch job on those videos.
Thank you.
I like
job.
when a video tells you exactly what you need to know. Oh man, Yummy saying neat character names I just came into. Looks like a solid comic from here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. If you want it, yeah, make sure you back it. We also do have everything, including the variant covers in the first 3 issues, as well as the last preview book for the MegaCon exclusive preview book for issue 4 are on my website in case you're not sure about Kickstarter or what you just want it for the earlier ones right away. That's totally fine. But yeah, issue 4, it is on Kickstarter, and we're working hard to get it to you fast. I'm driving myself crazy. I'm like, why can't I get anything done? And then I look at my Post-it note, and I have like 3 columns worth of stuff on it. I'm like, maybe that's why. Maybe
That's
that's
a lot of
why.
work, brother. That's a lot of work. And on top of that, you're going from convention to convention. It's not even
Convention.
conventions in the immediate area. You're like all
No,
the way
I
across
decided
the country.
I took advice from our friend Henri. I'm pretty sure I met him on this
Oh,
show. 'Cause
Henri,
he was telling
yeah.
me, he's like, you want to move as many copies as possible. I'll be like, but that's so much money. Because do you think you could make those travel expenses back? I'm like, yeah. He's like, then do it. And I'm like, all right.
It's funny that you mentioned Henri. He should be on the show in the next couple of weeks because he has something that he's working on that he's going to share with us. So Henri will be here to talk all about it.
Good people. Good people. He has a book right now, so check that out as well. We're going to be at Denver Fan Expo together, actually.
Oh, cool. You guys
And
should
New
do a
York
video there
Comic-Con.
together. Oh, man. Paul, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff that you do? Go for it.
Thanks, Rafael. So I am Paul Hebert, the founder and creator of Time Enforcers, which starts out as a role-playing video game and digital comic that makes learning history fun. But because I have to animate all the cutscenes for episode 2, I'm now doing a comic book, which is great because now I'm adding a hardcover, and then I miss a hardcover, a hard copy version of the comic for the kids. So it's just not digital. It's going to be able to be read as well offline. So I'm pretty excited about this. We just launched the Kickstarter last week. I'm pretty excited that we're going to get this going. The book is almost done. I got about 6 more pages to go on it. It's looking really cool. I'm now in the process of sourcing variant cover artists. Angel Son of Saint is one of them. Chris Mad will be another, and I'm just looking for a couple more artists to add as variant artists to this launch. So I'm pretty excited about this. We're looking to launch it in mid-July, so it'll run for 30 days from July to August, and we'll just see how it goes. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to get people to back me so that I have that 100 follower mark, which would be awesome. And that way we can make sure we get in the algorithm and get some notice of this. So this is a passion of mine. This came out of COVID after what I saw my kids go through in terms of the learning experience. I really wanted to make an opportunity for kids to learn so that they can do it in a fun way. And so we've gamified the whole experience of learning history. We're actually doing an education program now as well. And what that means is we have course-back curriculum that is mandated by the states. So it's all approved for use by the states, and we can put them in the classrooms and actually make this an experience for kids that's not only digital but also encompasses reading and writing along the way as well, because that's where true active learning happens, is just not looking at a screen. So like with Anna Marie and Jason, it's like you get kids involved and offline and actually talking with one another and collaborating. And that's really a core crux that I have for narrative storytelling that's applied to the education program.
Very cool.
Completely agree.
Yeah, he does a great job. I want to get him a team so he can get everything flowing.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's a one-man show. I'm trying to get to where I can build out this project, get some funding in place so that I can expand the creative talents for this. I think there's a lot of opportunity to really blow up the creative, which is amazing. I mean, history is, infinitesimal, and it's just a matter of, getting people to help out so that I can build up the content that's really required for this. So it's a passion project, and I just hope it, can keep going forward like it has been for the past few years. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, he does a great job, and especially the professor. CT is always everywhere where you need him to be.
yeah, I've lost all sense of humility and modesty. I don't care. I'll dress up as whatever you want. I'll go. It doesn't matter anymore. No, it's funny. It's like we tell the story all the time. Right, Rafael was at Tabletop, Long Island Tabletop. I talked to this one guy for literally 45 minutes about his program. I was in costume, and so I come back like a half hour later, and I start talking to Justin again. And he goes, "It's really nice meeting you. What's your name again?" Dude, I just talked to you for 45 minutes an hour ago. What's your problem? People have no clue. So the Superman effect really takes hold. So it's really a lot of fun.
That's why I like to tell people that I now I know that Superman can be true because the professor changes into Paul, and nobody thinks he's the professor.
It's so funny. No, but I just love meeting the creatives. It's just opened up my world to possibilities for content creation. So I really like to give back to the community that, I'm kind of a part of, but I just don't consider myself at that level yet. But regardless, I'm having a blast with this. Issue 2 is actually focused on 4 characters that are being introduced to the Time Enforcers universe. The first is Amelia Earhart, so we'll be focusing on her exploits as an aviator and an entrepreneur. We have a character that I made up based on the film noir characters like Sam Spade and Philip Marlowe. That's going to be Detective Nick O'Time. The third character is Togo. He's actually the dog that ran the serum run in the 1925 diphtheria outbreak in Alaska. So he'll be a featured character. And then the last character is a character I made up. Her name is Maisie. She actually went to MIT and then did graduate school at Caltech. And so she's fully versed in temporal dynamics. And so she is the main mechanic for Amelia's plane. She does all the upgrades to make sure that this plane can fly interdimensionally. So it's really a lot of fun. We got a big reveal coming in episode 2 for episode 3. I'm really excited about. And then I just hope everyone gets on this Kickstarter because it's going to happen regardless if I make the funding or not. I mean, I'm so committed to this that, it's going to be a fun time. We have a preview issue that we're working on as well. This will be for sale at Garden State Comic Fest. And
nice. We'll see you there.
Yeah, it'll be offered as a thanks, Fawn. Appreciate that. The preview will be offered as a pre-premiere. So if you guys sign up on the Notify Me and launch and you get involved in that, anyone that does that will get the premiere issue digitally. I can't send it out manually, but I'll send it out to them digitally. So it should be fun. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Time to enforce those folks. Come on, save them.
I got so much swag too. I mean, there's going to be upgrades in terms of tiers and everything. So we'll be offering swag like flip chips. I'm sure I'll be thrown in there somehow. So we'll do that.
Yeah, I gotta say, Paul gives away a lot of stuff. It's always amazing to see him, especially when he is tabling, and he will be tabling at Garden State Comic Fest, as well as Vaughn. Right, Vaughn?
Yeah.
That's
my local. Well, I wouldn't say. Actually, I have an even more local show. But no.
Whoa.
No, there was a show, like a tiny show that's like literally like walking distance from me that popped up. I'm like, all right. Like, let's say 5 people show up. All right, I just walk down the street. You know what I mean? Like, so that's great. But no, Garden State Comic Fest it's very special place in my heart.
Yes, it
very
is.
Special place in my heart. And Dave O'Hare is great. I was just at his anime fest. He always goes around. How'd you do? How was the show? Kevin Eastman's going to be there too. So
Yummy's like, I did my part. I clicked to be notified.
Good man.
She also, I think Vaughn, she bought
woman.
your digital catch up.
Thank you.
Yeah, look. Yep, just pledged for the digital catch up.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yummy's
the digitals, as soon as they're available, those get sent out. And all the physical backers get digitals too, because I want to make sure that you guys are getting it as soon as it's available. I don't want any. Because to me at first I was like, oh, I'll send the digitals after, and I was like, no. Anyone who gets the book should be able to read it as soon as it's available. The people who pledge less shouldn't be able to read it first. And I was like, it wasn't even included in my rewards at the time. And I was like, yeah, but it's the right thing to do. Also, I was 3 months behind. So
what's great about the digital is you don't have to worry about cracking the covers. So that's what I love about digital.
Yeah. It costs, and that's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, well, I want to support you more and get physical, but I can only afford digital. I'm dude, do you know how bad printing and shipping costs are? Exactly. I'm charging you that because I have to, not because I want to. If I could charge you the same for both, I would. Like, it makes no difference to me, you know.
Sometimes if you can only do digital, just do digital. If you can only share, just share. These are important things.
Yeah, it sounds like bad, but it's like, I'm like, oh man, I can't back all these campaigns. But if I tell other people to do it, maybe at least one of them will listen. Like that stuff does go a long way. Kickstarter updates, you think I can back every single campaign I update blast? I wish I could. That used to bother me when I would host live stream interviews, which I got to get back to doing. I've been the to-do list. I owe so many people streams, but one of the things I'd be like, oh man, I haven't read every single person's work or all the time, or I'll like be before, especially professional comes on who's had years of work. I'm like trying to read as many issues as I can. You can never get to it all. No. That's okay.
I feel you, because I feel the same way. Sometimes I can support, sometimes I can't support, you know, and you feel bad, but I'm like, I'm making up for it. I'm going to share this as much as I can.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
And if you guys wondering who Henri is, you kind of saw him on the professor's feed there. I'll put it back up there so you guys can see Henri, because he is a great friend of the show. So, you know, I will show you. There he is with his book Warline. And you might see a familiar face behind him back there.
That's another great book.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Oh, yeah. Henri's fantastic. Great guy. He actually has a live show where he sells books.
Different types of books. I like had a badge with him to help him out. And then he goes, while you're here, you want to sell some books? I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you insist. Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's very friendly. We've known him. Actually, we've known Henri since before we were Bitten AppleTV.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, we met him in New York Comic Con a long time ago. And I bought his book back then because he's that much of a great salesman. Woo. All right, folks. Anne-Marie and Jason, why don't you tell the people one more time where they can find you? Go for it.
Oh, so the best place is our website, thetabletopsociety.com. There, our Instagram, or our Discord server.
Which we're very active on our Discord server, so if you want to stop by and say hi, we talk a lot.
About games, about D&D, about painting.
Yeah.
About everything else.
But we do have a lot of events coming up, and we hope to see some familiar faces and some new ones.
Yeah, if you're looking for some a good way to celebrate Star Wars Day, May the 4th, we have a Star Wars painting event happening.
So we're going to be painting miniatures. Thanks to Jimmy at Baby Stapler.
Baby Stapler _ miniatures on Instagram.
Yes.
Is going to be teaching the class.
And we're going to be doing that at Meadworks with Lexi.
Yeah. So.
Just want to thank
folks, if you look at their website, you'll see all this.
Yeah. I do want to thank everybody in our community, really, just because they've been so great.
Yeah, like we were saying before, the number of events that we've been able to hold has really exploded in the last 2 months. Like all these ideas that we had in our heads and the connections that we got, you know, through our community enabled us to do all these things, like the Star Wars painting class, like Bards and Bingo, like Tabletop for Two at Manny's. Like we're doing like really awesome things that we're really excited about, and we hope to keep doing more.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's always. I would love to organize my own eventually. I can. I'm sure that must be so fulfilling. I'm sure it also must be a ton of work. I can't even imagine.
They come from me, Ralph. You should do events and do cons, and I'm like, no. There's other people that can do it better than I can. So, oh my god, because that takes a lot of work. I do not envy you guys. I don't envy anybody that runs a show like Kelly. I don't envy anybody that does all these beautiful things like you guys. No.
I mean, not to sound like too cheesy, but it's really rewarding. Like, you're going to stress yourself out getting to it
I
and the whole
agree.
day of the event. But when you get through it, you're going to be like, wow, that was awesome. And I met great people and we did awesome things. Like, it's a really good feeling.
New experiences every time.
Yeah.
Completely agree, folks. And I still won't do it.
Well, you're welcome to our events. So
There you go. That's what I'll do. Go ahead, Kelly. Tell them the good stuff. Go for it.
Well, you can find my event on our Facebook page at Facebook MCon. That's E as in East, M as in Meadow, Con Anime Fest. You can go look us up there and please follow us. Or you can also go to our library's website at www.eastmeadow.info. Again, www.eastmeadow.info. Check out the event calendar. Not only MCon, we have oodles and oodles of great programming that's available for many people throughout all ages. So you definitely would should take advantage of that. If you want to look up my work personally, you can always go on to Night and Day Anime on my Instagram or Night and Day Anime on my Facebook and my TikTok on Mikhail Supreme. You can go ahead and check out my artwork there, and you can see the workshops that I do with kids and teenagers on drawing on my TikTok videos. But MCon is going to be this 25th and the 26th this weekend. It's free for everyone. Come in and enjoy. We're going to have so many programming and panels, like I mentioned before, and some great artists and authors, and some great also entertainers and people and artists and overall for everybody. So just come through. Just please come in and check us out. You won't be disappointed. You will not be bored.
Yeah, look at all this beautiful stuff, folks. Go check it out. And if you see me on Sunday, because I'll be there Sunday, say hi, and maybe I'll put you in the trailer.
Yeah, no doubt.
There you have it, folks. Vaughn, one more time. Tell the people where they can find you, all the good stuff. Go for it.
Yeah, so you just look up my name. You'll find me on basically any platform known to man.
I gotta say, if you look up Vaughn, you put his name in, and blam.
Yeah, which is good. Then, so we got that. That's where you can find me, and also make sure to check out really everything I'm doing. I'm about to head on to another show. I'm marathoning myself, yeah. It's been great. Obviously, you could check out Phenomenova issue 4 on Kickstarter. If you go to RebelOasisStudios.com, you can check this out. There's also some stuff on Global Comics if you have that, if you want to see how you feel about it there. And then if you're dying for issue 4, there you go. Obviously, backers get it way before.
All ready to go, folks. All ready to go. Go check him out. Great book. I got all 3 issues so far, and it's been fantastic. And like I said, if you like classic comics, you're going to love Vaughn's books.
Thank you. Yeah. Every issue I think I'm growing to. My characters are, I think 3 is by far my best one, personally. But
that's a good sign because it shows that as a writer, you're becoming a better and better writer.
Oh, easily. And my artist too. He's like, I mean, not that he obviously you look at even just
he was badass from the get-go.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this, like, not to go into a segment, but I remember I sent him my script. He liked my script. He was ready to start. And I looked at his art and I said, no, I need to up my game, dude. I cannot hire you until my script. There's these pages of people talking and whatever, which he always nails. But I'm like, this guy is something special. I knew I was right away. I'm like, this is the guy. But I was looking, I'm like, let me make sure he can take a phone call. He's got to be too good to be true. There's something wrong. What's the skeleton in the closet? Have yet to see one. He's great.
That's always a good thing. And folks, he's getting to the basis of things. When you do one of these projects, make sure you and the other person have a good relationship, because it's very important when you're doing a comic book or any of this stuff or any kind of project with people that you guys get along, because it makes life easier. With that, we'll do what we always do on this show, which is I press this button and what is it that happens? Oh, that's right. It's this thing. folks, what are you still doing here? Get out of here, man. It's show